Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. The rivers resound with great love. The city sings for joy. With God we will stand firm. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Consider the works of the labors God has done. All conflict now will cease. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. The Lord of creation is near, a stronghold deep within. Be still and know God's peace. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God.
Hello, I'm Jill Moore, the Director of Evangelization and RCIA at Our Lady of Grace, and for this week I have chosen to focus on the quote from Mother Teresa for March 3rd. Be happy in the moment, that's enough. Each moment is all we need, not more. I'm a planner. I love to plan. I probably have at least 3 different planners going right now, one with work stuff, one with my kids' school plans, one for meals, and that's not even including my Google Calendar that literally schedules my days for me. I like to think through every possible need, outcome, and then devise a plan of action for what's to come. My lists have lists. Even if you aren't like me with your planning. For many of us during this time of the pandemic, it's been easy to focus on what we don't have, to see the suffering and sorrow of social distancing and all of the changes. This past year, 11 months, has almost felt like perpetual Lent. We're in the desert, wandering with Jesus. Tempers might be snapping because all our families are all together all the time now, or feeling isolated and alone. In this quote, Mother Teresa is reminding us of the words of Jesus in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 8. Your Father knows what you need before you ask him. Even in this time of the pandemic, we are called to find joy in the moments, because it is that joy that grants us a glimpse of God's great love for us and strengthens us. My dad is a stage 4 terminal cancer patient and lives in another state from me. He has recently entered hospice care. There's a lot of suffering I could focus on in this situation, and some days it's difficult not to focus on just that. But when I am able to be in the moment, like watching him interact with my children on FaceTime, I realize that moment, it's enough. That God will give me the strength to live each moment. And not planning for what could happen next is okay. That sometimes I need to stop and just be present, because the present moment is exactly what I need to see God's face and actions in my life. To realize that current moment is enough, and remember that God walks with us in each moment, whether happy or sad. We live in a world that can often make us feel like it's perpetual Lent, always suffering and feeling like there's no relief in sight. But Jesus reminds us that while we may be broken and forgetful creatures, God our Father knows us and never, ever forgets us. He knows what you need before you ask Him. This week, let's strive to be happy in the moment, to be truly present to each person, activity, and task of our busy days. And in doing so, to see the face of Jesus and those we are present to and His actions in our lives. Be happy in the moment. That's enough.
Show